Hello everybody, this is Max Farrell from Dex Fx Markets.com. In this segment, we're going to talk about the TNT strategies, the explosive charts and concepts. A few things that I want to go over, and what we will go over are these strategies. How they were named originally was, we call them TNT strategy, but they came from our charting system that we created over on the 5-minute signals from Dex Trader. We spotted that when we had a good trend value going in a particular direction, and our arrows were going with the trend, once we had negation, which are arrows going in the opposite direction, or pullback, the first arrow that was going with the trend happening in this area had a high rate of success. Okay, 85% to 92, I think, is the highest I've seen so far. Actually, no, there are higher than 92, but the average is between 85 and 92%. The concept for this process was developed using our 5-minute signals, but we started to expand it onto longer term signals, as well as we had another strategy we found using those arrowed signals. The arrows that are on the charts are from our MDM process over at the 5 minutes, but we've applied them to longer term charts. So we use an over-under strategy as well, which we'll explain in future videos coming. But there's quite a bit for us to be able to use over on Nadex with these strategies and tools. And here's just a short list. We could trade them with the 5-minute signals charting system, which is that TNT, on a 1-hour binary, on a 2-hour binary, on a 2-hour spread. Now, why would you say, why not have it on a 1-hour spread? Well, because we want market availability and movement. And we have found that we get better results with our 2-hour spreads than our 1-hour spreads so far. And we'll show you that in future videos to come. You can also trade this strategy in these systems and these arrows and this process in an augmented process for Forex, directly on Forex. And this is proven to be very cost effective. And the risk management is usually a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 4 risk to reward. So pretty powerful. Again, takes time to learn the strategy, learn the process. The over-under strategy uses a 50 moving average along with our signals and support and resistance on our charts. And we trade with 1-hour binaries, 2-hour binaries, 2-hour spreads again, and 1-hour and 2-hour Forex. Why wouldn't we trade it on 5 minutes? Well, because it's going up and down and below that strategy a lot. We could use that as another validation tool in the process, which we do, but we don't use it as a primary strategy. Listen, both of these strategies require you to know what we refer to as stop loss areas, right? And these are very important, that if structure gets broken, what does it look like and where is it going to go? And knowing your availability of what your risk is. So understanding risk management is very, very important. News avoidance. You know, if you get heavy news, you got to avoid it, especially the lower the time frame, like on a 1-hour or even a 5-minute. Avoid news altogether, even one bull news. You have to know how to read structure. There's videos that are coming that'll teach you these processes, but you've got to pay attention to what structure is. It's very important to know that you can be fooled by false breakouts, false movements, all that kind of stuff. And you got to be able to recognize that by history and knowing how to navigate this solution. You have to understand what support and resistance is. Again, another part of structure, but understanding what these are and when to what the actual price does, especially after it breaks through a resistance or a support area, it always seems to like to come back at it one way or another within a few bars. If not, then you know it's a runaway and it's going to continue on this direction. Validation of the signal and trend by using some of the other tools, some moving averages, even some time frames, going up a time frame to see if you're both time frames are in a uptrend at that process. I will see you in the next video. We have a lot of great stuff to explain and go over. I'm Max Farrell. This is DexFXMarkets.com. And as always, trade well.